you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and sorry for the inconvenience again.
No problem, sir. No problem. It's okay. It happens.
Right. In the last class, I just started the homogeneous equations, but I have not done many examples. Now let me review one more example and then go for equations reducible to homogeneous in that fashion. So let me write one example on this. Yeah, solve the equation. The equation y cube minus 3x square y dx minus x cube minus 3xy square and dy equal to 0. Yeah. Okay, the equation can be written as dy by dx equal to y cube minus 3x square y upon x cube minus 3xy square. Now, if you look at it is homogeneous or not, to check that, just you take in the numerator y cube, then 1 minus 3 y by x by y whole cube. Just check this whole square. I'm not correct this, I think. Suppose y cube, if you take outside here, y cube 1 minus 3 times y cube you are taking out means y square you will get here.
Sir, x by y.
Sir,
the
x
whole
cube
square
if you
was
take out,
correct.
sir.
Yeah, right. And here y cube if you take, so what you will get here, of course both are homogeneous, you see separately, therefore this is a function of x by y and homogeneous of degree 3, and similarly the denominator also homogeneous of degree 3. It's not a problem. Anyway, this is easy to verify, either function of x by y or function of y by x you will get. So in that case, take y as v times x, where is v is a function of x, so that dy by dx becomes for this sum rule v plus product rule x dv by dx, v plus x dv by dx. Now if I write this equation as 1, then
Sir, what is v here?
v is a function of x, as in the mentioned in the previous class. You are writing the product of a function of x and then x itself. This is the standard substitution if it is homogeneous. And you are taking the derivative dy by dx equal to v plus x times dv by dx, right? Because v into 1 here, x derivative, plus x into v with respect to x. So then equation 1 becomes, left hand side of equation 1 is dy by dx So that means v plus x times dv by dx. In the right hand side, you have y cube stands for y means vx, v cube x cube minus 3x square vx by x cube minus 3x y square is v square x square. Now here are just algebraic simplification. V plus x dy by dx is x cube if you take common here, then v cube minus 3v upon x cube into 1 minus 3v square. So the entire equation is converting to v dv and x dx in the following way. So this means x dv by dx equal to x dv by dx equal to v cube minus 3v upon 1 minus 3v square, and this left hand side v you take to right hand side and take the LCM here. V cube minus 3v minus v plus 3v square upon 1 minus 3v square, and you have a tool to bring that dv v terms one side and dxx terms on the other side. So that left hand side you have x dv by dx. So that becomes
Sir, it
yeah.
will be plus 3v cube na, sir, in the
1 second.
numerator.
You are correct. You are correct. Yeah. Thank you. Plus 3v cube. Yes. Then this becomes v cube we have here. So x times dv by dx equal to 4 into v cube minus v, because minus 4v plus 4v cube 1 minus 3v square. So this means you bring this term to left hand side, 1 minus 3v square by v cube minus v, you bring it here, and dv is here, x you take to right hand side and dx also. 4 is here already, dx by x. So now the entire equation converting in terms of v and x. Finally we have to go for a back substitution. So therefore the solution is integral 1 minus 3v square on v cube minus v dv equal minus 4 times integral dx by x equal to constant. Now if you look at the denominator and the numerator in the first term, the denominator derivative is the numerator, v cube minus v 3v square minus 1, but we have 1 minus 3v square, therefore minus you are multiplying both. In that case we will get minus of log 1 v cube minus v minus 4 times log x equal to log k or log c, but doesn't matter there. Use the product rule here, log v cube minus v multiplied with x power 4, because 4 log x is x power 4, and equal to minus log c, because minus taken right hand side, and I will assume this as some log k. Any constant, I will assume both sides you have a log, right? So you can get rid of log both sides. V cube minus v x power 4 equal to k, and finally this v is nothing but y by x, because y equal to vx. So after this substitution you will get y cube by x cube minus y by x x power 4 equal to k. So that is xy cube minus x cube y equal to constant. So this is the last few steps are just back substitution, but otherwise, if it is a homogeneous of degree n, then you take y equal to vx. Sometimes it is convenient to take x equal to vy also. That depends, but most of the cases y equal to vx. That depends on that. Suppose one more example I'll do. So that in that case, you have x by y explicitly available in the equation. Therefore, that x by y you can take it as a v. So that one we can see once. Write another example. This is a little different. Solve the equation 1 plus e power x by y dx and e power x by y.
So can you show the previous slide once?
Yes,
Just a minute.
no problem.
Okay, sir, done.
And e power x by y into 1 minus x by y dy equal to 0. This is the equation. Now if you look at this equation, x by y is as a term is you can view in this equation. So instead of y equal to vx, it is more convenient to take x equal to vy in the reverse way. So that we need to compute, in this case, instead of dy by dx, dx by dy. Instead of dy by dx, we have dx by dy here. And the rest of the procedure is same. So moment you have x equal to vy, that means what is v? X by y is v, right? So dx by dy, if I take from this x with respect to y, yeah, then use the product rule here, vy, v plus, of course, v into 1, because y with respect to y, that is 1, plus y into v with respect to y, dv by dy. So this means, suppose this equation is written as dx by dy equal to e power x by y into x by y minus 1 by 1 plus e power x by. This is clear because this equation I can write dx by dy, so that this x by y is v, and also dx by dy is this expression. So if I say this equation is 1, so then 1 becomes dx by dy is v plus y dv by dy equal to e to the power of x by y is v into x by y is v minus 1 on 1 plus e power v. This is as simple as that. Because here x by y, it is a full equation is a function of x by y. So therefore this is convenient.
So we have to add a negative sign also, no?
Where?
Sir, it's 1 minus v, na, sir, because due to the negative sign, it was.
No, you are calculating dx by dy. Accordingly, you see that.
Oh, okay, sir.
Not
You
dy
have
by
already
dx.
reversed 1
Already
minus.
reversed that.
Okay.
Now, simplification, y times dv by dy equal to e to the power of v minus 1 plus e power v minus. So algebraic simplification again by taking the LCM. So y dv by dy equal to e power v into v minus e power v minus v minus e power v upon 1 plus e power v. So this means y dv by dy equal to, just need to simplify, minus e power v, v power v cancelled, minus we take outside, e power v plus v upon 1 plus e power v. Now our job is to separate the variables. Here v dv terms one side and y dy terms another side, so that this will get 1 plus e power v dv by e power v plus v equal to minus dy by y. So in this case y terms all on the right hand side, and on the left hand side v dv terms. Is it easy to integrate? That we need to check here. Suppose if you separate the terms here, 1 upon integral.
Sir, we don't need to separate now, sir, because e raised to v plus v can be taken as t. So the numerator will be dt, na, sir.
Yeah. That's anyway you can do it. Integration part is not a problem. Otherwise 1 by you take 1 plus e power v dv, e power v plus v, right? Then it is directly, the numerator is the derivative of the denominator, right? So directly it is a formula log e power v plus v, and plus you take right hand side here, that log y equal to some c, because the numerator is the derivative of the denominator. E power v plus v derivative is 1 plus e power v. So your job is easier, and this means log product rule here, e power v plus v equal to log k for convenience, and both sides get rid of this log, e power v plus v y equal to k, where v is here x by y, not y by x. So x equal to vy here, that's more important, and put it here v value, this v expression here. So y e power x by y plus v is x by y into y, that means y get cancelled, x equal to k. So this is the solution. Of course it is implicit solution, we need not mention that, but it is a solution whatever the way. And you can practice 1 or 2 problems, even the assignment we will give you after maybe 1 or 2 classes. After 2-3 classes maybe I will find out. Next,
Sir,
suppose
assignment is for many marks.
yeah,
Assignment is for many marks.
that we will inform you, because you had to receive the guidelines. Maybe we are expecting in this week. We'll see.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So next, we see the equation. It's not homogeneous all of a sudden when you see the equation, but equations can be reduced to homogeneous form by making certain shifting of origin, etc., by using certain techniques. For example, you see this note. Consider the equation of the form. Consider the equation of the form consider the equation of the form ax plus by plus c dx plus minus a dash x plus b dash y plus c dash dy equal to 0. So where a, b, c are in general real numbers, of course assume that these are integers, and dy by dx in this case it is same as ax plus by plus cy a dash x plus b dash y plus c dash. So equation 1, where one condition is there here, the ratio a by a dash is not equal to b by b dash. So this means the ratio meaning is a by a dash is never be equal to b by b dash. There is no common factors for both x and y in terms of numerator and the denominator. So there are no common factors for x and y in terms of numerator and the denominator. So that is the condition. And also one more observation from the previous question and previous problems and this, here constant term alone is there in the coefficient of dx and in the coefficient of dy. So moment constant term is there means that it is not homogeneous. So homogeneous meaning is every term has the same degree, but constant term available in the expression means is the degree 0. So therefore we have to make this into homogeneous by getting rid of these constants. So the best way is to shift the origin, means we have to take constant substitution here. Xi will replace it as x plus h, some x plus h, and what is y can be replaced as y plus k. Now question starts here, what are these h and k? So these two are constants to be chosen later, but how we will choose I will explain you. So h and k are constants. How we will choose this I will tell you now. So moment you have x equal to x plus h, y equal to y plus k, then derivative of y with respect to x is y is a function of y, therefore dy by d capital Y and d capital Y by d capital X, because y is a function of x, and dx by dx. You look at this carefully. So this is a chain rule, because dy by dx can be written as, because x is a function of capital X, y is a function of capital Y, therefore dy by dx when you speak about, first of all dy by dx, dy by dy, here dy by dx chain rule, and starts from dx by dx. But these two things are clear. Y with respect to y, if you look at 1, and x with respect to x, if you look at 1, but what is the middle term? Dy by dx. So this is ultimately d capital Y by d capital X. That means small dy by dx is same as capital dy by dx. There is no change in that. Now what about equation 1? In that case equation 1 becomes left hand side
Sir,
dy by
sir.
yeah.
Hello, sir. In the equation 1, plus or minus sign will come now, sir.
That will come.
Because
That will come, but assume that I am treating right now plus. Okay, that's not a problem. Minus
okay,
can be
okay, sir.
handled similar way. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So there is same for both. That's why I ignored that at this moment. Now 1 becomes dy by dx is nothing but d capital Y by d capital X, and a into x is shifted to x plus h, and b into y shifted to y plus k plus c upon a dash into x plus h plus b dash into y plus k plus c dash. And this is nothing but put the terms together, ax plus by plus ah plus bk plus c by a dash x plus b dash y plus x capital, right? I think. Yeah, capital, yeah. Plus, of course, I'll write it again. A dash h plus b dash k plus c dash. So this is say equation 2. Now I have left it how to choose constant h and k. Now I am writing choose constants h and k. Choose constant h and k so that ah plus bk plus c equal to 0 and a dash h. These two are the homogeneous system. B dash k equal to 0. So these two are the homogeneous system because equating to 0, so that we can have to find out what are the hk. So solving for hk using this technique. Therefore, the 2 becomes in this case, these two are assuming 0. That means dy by dx equal to just ax plus by by a dash x plus b dash y, because these two are 0. You are assuming h and k satisfying these two are 0. That is called the intersecting point to these linear curves. Okay. Once you get this, this is a homogeneous form. This is which is homogeneous in capital X and capital Y, not small x, small y. So this can be solved, which can be solved by taking, as usual, our technique y equal to Vx, because it is dy by dx form. So finally, after this, you have to back substitute with x is replaced with x minus h, y replaced with y minus k to get the solution. So let us see, but this all procedure we need not remember at this moment. But in the problem, how we will reduce that, we will see. In the example, how we will go ahead with that. In case it is homogeneous equations, not reducible to homogeneous equations. Let us see one example. You only remember that when the constant term is there in the coefficient of dx and coefficient of dy, then you have to reduce it into homogeneous. Moreover, in differential equations, there may be possibility that one problem can be handled in 2-3 different methods. Let us see equation here. Solve the differential equation dy by dx equal to x plus y minus 1 by x minus y plus 1.
Sir, can you go behind to the last slide for 1 minute? Okay, thank you, sir.
Now, if you look at this equation, this constant term alone we have. So therefore, we need to reduce this into homogeneous form by suitable substitution. The substitution is clear. Directly, this is not homogeneous. Therefore, xi will shift as x plus h, and y I will shift it as y plus k, and find out the intersecting point hk, assuming that the linear equations satisfy the these two equations ax plus by plus c, a dash x plus b dash y plus c dash. So in this case, what will happen is dy by dx is same as we have seen d capital Y by d capital X. So that d capital Y by d capital X is x we are replacing with x plus h plus y plus k minus 1 by x plus h minus y plus k plus 1. And choose h and k, and this is same as, of course, I'll write this as x plus y plus hk in a separate. That means one is h plus k times minus 1, of course, and here x minus y, the rest of the terms. In the first one it is h minus y plus k, that is k, and plus 1. Now choose h and k such that so these two terms vanishes. That means these are the two linear equations equating to 0, and this is equating to 0. Choose h and k, that means solving these two systems, that h plus k minus 1 0, h minus k plus 1 0. That means you are finding almost the intersecting point here, solving that such that,
The h is 0 and k is 1.
yeah, let me check. 0, h minus k plus 1 is 0. If you solve this, you can do it and check. H is 0 and k is 1. This is the solution. So that this equation 2, if I write, 2 becomes dy by dy, left hand side, dy by dx, right hand side just x plus y by x minus y. So this is equation number 3. Now if you put y equal to vx, because it is homogeneous equation, so which is homogeneous in capital X and capital Y, because new variables. Degree of each term is same in the numerator and the denominator, if you look at. Now put y equal to vx, so that d1 plus, that means v plus, I'll write it here, sorry, dy by dx is right side product rule v plus x times dv by dx. So that 3 becomes left hand side, I'll replace with v plus x times dv by dx. Right side we have an expression x and y is a substitution vx, x minus vx. So you simplify in your own techniques. X times dv by dx is x, so numerator denominator get cancelled here. So that means 1 plus v in the numerator, 1 minus v minus v, because v left hand side you are taking to the right hand side. So this means x dv by dx equal to 1 plus v minus v plus v square on 1 minus v, which is same as 1 plus v square by 1 minus v. Now shift this dv terms on the left hand side, v terms on the left hand side. This gives you 1 minus v by 1 plus v square dv, x dx take to right hand side, dx by x. Now integrate integral 1 upon, of course, dv by 1 plus v square minus integral v by 1 plus v square dv minus integral dx by x equal to c. And now use your standard formula, 1 by 1 plus x square is tan inverse v, and the second one is 2 times you multiply and divide with 2, so that the numerator is the derivative of the denominator, and then log x. So this is tan inverse v minus multiply and divide with the 2, so that half log 1 plus v square minus log x equal to c. Everywhere you multiply with 2, so that make it uniform without fractions. 2 tan inverse v minus log 1 plus v square minus 2 log x equal to some 2c. So v is y by x. After y by x, you have a shifting of the origin again, that shifting of that point. This means 2 tan inverse v is y by x. That means I'll write just now v, one more step, log 1 plus v square x square is 2c. I'll go back once again, few of them have completed the steps. The logarithm property is this 1 plus v square into x square here, because 2 log x is log x square. So this means 2 times tan inverse y by x minus log 1 plus v square into x square is x square plus v square x square, right? That means v square x square is y square. So I can write directly x square plus y square is 2c. I'll write as some k. And back substitution, x is same as what, x minus h, but x is 0. Since h is 0, that means x minus 0, that is x, and y is y minus k. Y is y minus k. Y minus k is 1. So therefore this becomes 2 tan inverse y minus 1 by x minus log x square plus y minus 1 whole square equal to k. X is x minus h, That means x minus 0. Y is y minus k. K is 1. So this is a method for equations reducing to homogeneous. So from your end, you can try one example. I'll give you.
Sir?
Yeah.
Sir, in this, when we shifted the origin, we have assumed that we are shifting the origin in the negative side because we took the small x is equal to some capital. No, sir, in the positive side because capital X is the actual x minus h. So, sir, can we do it
No,
in the
it is
reverse manner?
any time, any side you can reverse, but it is a shifting. That is the only
Yes,
problem.
sir.
In that case, minus or minus. Otherwise, just plus.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay,
That's
sir.
not a problem. Algebraically, x plus h only we will write it. But
Yes.
geometrically, it can be anywhere other than origin. Like that.
Thank you, sir.
Good. Can try an example in a similar fashion. This one you can try. Solve dy by dx equal to x plus 2y minus 3 by 2x plus y minus 3. So this also in a similar fashion because you have constants here. So assume that x is equal to x plus h and y equal to y plus k, and then proceed to find the intersecting point. Go for the substitution. So I can give you the answer for this, but you can verify. You can try and verify later on. The answer is that, let's note down. In a very similar problem, only numbers changed, variables. So answer is, that means solution, x plus y minus 2 equal to k times x minus y whole cube. Try this. So now I'll start another type of equations called exact differential equations. I'm assuming that you know the bit of knowledge about partial derivatives. So therefore, I'm not going deep into that. So I'll just explain the procedure to solve different types of equations. The moment you conclude that the equation is exact. So exact differential equations. I'll take a little break, 10 minutes about, then I'll start.
So can
that.
you scroll up for a bit?
Yeah. Not able to see? I put
No,
the
like the previous slide.
previous slide. Just 5 to 8 minutes and take a break and then again start. Are you able to hear me, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now let me start the exact differential equations. First, I'll write the definition. I'm not giving you any proof how to identify this exact, but a statement I'll give. We say that the equation mx by dx plus nx by dy equal to 0. If you look at this equation, the coefficient of dx is a function of x and y. Coefficient of dy is also a function of x and y. Mn are the functions of x and y. Is an exact differential equation. If there exists a function fxy such that the differential of this d of f coincides with this function mxy dx plus nxy dy. So if such function f exists, then we say that this is exact. So carefully you see that after some time I will give the proof of this, how this existence happens. mxy dx plus nxy dy we are taking here. That is a coefficient of dx and coefficient of dy are functions of x and y. So when do we say that this is an exact differential equation is if there is a function fxy, this also two variables fxy, such that the differential of this, that means take a derivative, then you will get this mxy, the given function mxy dx plus nxy dy. But what is the guarantee that that will exist, or is there any condition that you can easily identify that such function exists so that we can conclude that it's exact, or any equivalent condition to identify the equation is exact? For that, in problems point of view, we can always take help of this necessary and sufficient condition. So the statement as follows: the necessary and sufficient condition for the differential equation mxy dx plus nxy dy equal to 0 to be an exact equation is that the partial derivatives m with respect to y coincides with n with respect to x. So if this condition holds, that means m is nothing but mxy, n is nothing but nxy. You take the first one with respect to y, m with respect to y, and then n with respect to x. If both coincides, then you can conclude that the equation is exact. So equation is exact. So the solution in that case is this theorem proof I am not giving. Necessary and sufficient condition makes use of some Green's theorem. But after some time I will give you, when some free class comes, that time I will give you the proof. But otherwise proof not necessary, only methods and problems. So the solution is integral of m dx, m means mxy, is a function of xy, dx plus the terms in n without the x. So that we call it as ny. What is this is special about it? So ny denotes that the terms in n without x. This stands for the terms in n without x.
Sir, I
I will
didn't
explain.
understand.
That I will explain in the exam.
Okay.
But mxy you are saying keeping y fixed and varying integrating with respect to x. The meaning is keeping y fixed and integrate with respect to x. That is the meaning. Anyway, we will see what you mean by the terms without x. Example, I will explain you how you can say that terms without x or whatever. The first example I'll give you. Solve the differential equation. Second. Yeah. So the coefficient of dx is here function of xy, that is mxy. This little big expression 5x power 4 plus 3x square y square minus 2x y cube dx plus 2x cube y minus 3x square y square minus 5y to the power of 4 dy equal to 0. Now the coefficient of dx is a function of xy. So this is a function of xy, say mxy, and this is a nxy. Now if you look at m with respect to y, it is enough to show if these two are equal, then the equation is exact. M with respect to y is same as n with respect to x. Both coincides, you can conclude that equation exact, then solution we can write in this way. So first I will compute what is m with respect to x. Partial derivative means that with respect to x means y is constant. So phi, you see that with respect to y, right? Sorry, yeah, first one is with respect to y. X is a constant, 5x power 4 is constant, therefore that derivative is 0. And 3x square y square with respect to y means 6x square y, because y square derivative 2y, 2 into 3, that is 6, 6x square y minus 2x cube y cube. Here with respect to y means x is constant, therefore this is 3 into 2, 6x y square. And similarly, n with respect to x means y is constant here. So here in the first term 5x power 4 is there, that is free of y, therefore that is a constant here. Because you are taking a derivative with respect to y, x is constant. So in this case x is constant. And in this case y is constant. Moment y is constant means with respect to x you are finding. That means 6 x square y minus x is with respect to x means y square constant here. So 6x y square, and y constant means y power 4 derivative, 5y power 4 derivative 0. Now these two are equal, both are equal. Therefore the equation is exact. Therefore the equation is exact, because dou m by dou y is same as dou n by dou x. Therefore the solution is integral m dx plus integral the terms in n ny dy equal to c. Right. What is integral m dx here? M is already given. So is integral m is 5x power 4 plus 3x square y square plus 2x y cube. This is your m with respect to x integration. With respect to x means that y is constant plus the terms in n without x. N is what exactly? N is here 2x y cube y minus 3x square y square minus 5y power 4. So out of these terms, only we have to select terms without x. That means only we have this term. This is the ny. This is your ny. So we have to write it here. Terms in n free of x without x. That means only 5y power 4. So therefore integral minus 5y power 4 dy equal to c. Now integral with respect to x means that y is constant. That means what you are getting here is 5x power 4 means 5 into x power 5 by 5 plus y square is constant 3x x cube by 3 plus y cube is constant 2 times x square by 2 minus 5 y power 5 by 5 equal to c.
Sir,
Yeah.
it's minus 2xy cube question.
Yeah.
So it's minus 2x.
Exactly.
Sir, how did you choose MDX? Like the terms?
M dx means just m only. M dx means I have not selected just whole mxy.
Oh, okay.
That is,
Okay,
yeah.
got it.
Only ny is important here. So this is x power 5 x cube y square.
Sir.
Yeah.
So if both the partial derivatives are not equal, so what should we do then, sir?
Then the equation is not exact, and sometimes it is possible to reduce to exact. That next methods I'll come to that point.
Okay, sir. Okay.
If not equal, what to do? I'll do that. Good question. Okay, right now this is the solution. Next, one more problem on this. Next, go for if not equal, what to do? So this is an important example. Next one.
Sir, could you go back to the previous slide for a
Yeah.
second? Yes, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Now solve y square into e power xy square plus 4x cube dx plus 2xy e power xy square minus 3y square dy equal to 0. The integration is looks like little complicated, but one thing here, m and n are functions of xy, that is clear. Only if both the derivatives are equal, then it is exact, but otherwise you need to reduce it to exact. That is in the next method. Of course, let us check this. So I'll write this, the first bracket term is m, of course mxy, this is nxy. Now I need m with respect to y derivative. This means x is constant throughout. M with respect to y. Respect to y means that x is constant. Now if you look at y square into e power xy square, y square term we have y square, and e power xy square also y term we have. Therefore use the product rule here. Remember that x is constant. So I'll take just y square into as it is, and derivative of e power xy square with respect to y. So e power xy square into xy square with respect to y, that means x is constant, 2xy. So e power xy square into xy square with respect to y, x is constant, y square derivative 2x, sorry 2y, plus you keep e power xy square as constant here into the first term, second term into derivative of the first term, that is y square derivative, that is 2y, that's all. So here x is fixed because it is a partial derivative. Next, n with respect to y is with respect to x, sorry, n with respect to x. That means y is constant here. The previously x constant, now y is constant. So when the y is constant, we have 2xy into e power x square xy square with respect to x. So this means e power xy square xy square with respect to x is just y square plus next 2x e power xy square into 2xy with respect to x. That means y is constant, 2 is constant, so therefore it is just 2y. X derivative is 1 minus 3y square is there, because it with respect to x, y is constant, that becomes 0. Now if you look at these two expressions, so this is nothing but 2 here y cube, here also y cube, 2x and xy square, xy e power xy square, right? And here also e power x square into 2y. Therefore these two are equal, and the equation is exact. Equation is exact. So this derivative is very important because both parts are there. Therefore you are taking the product rule there here. Now the solution is a direct step. Therefore the solution is integral m dx plus integral ny dy equal to c. So that is integral m dx, m is the whole m, here y square e power xy square plus 4x cube, m is y square e power xy square plus 4x cube dx plus the terms in n without x, terms in n without x is minus 3y square. Therefore integral minus 3y square dy equal to c. So integration with respect to x means y is constant. So therefore y square into e power xy square integration e power xy square by with respect to x means derivative 1 xy square derivative 1 into y square, that means y square plus 4 times x power 4 by 4 minus 3 times with respect to y integration y cube by 3 equal to c. So this means e power xy square plus x power 4 minus y cube equal to constant. Right. Now the question starts. Suppose if this is not equal, these two are not equal, then what to do in that case? Dou m by dou y is not equal to dou n by dou x, perhaps. In that way, what to do? Then we have to reduce the equation into exact form by suitable substitution. So what is certain suitable substitution here? Let us see here. I will explain the method. In that case, what to do?
Sir, could you just show the question once, please? Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, in the n expression, this can also be integrated with respect to x, the 2xy part, sir.
No. Solution A. That's what no differentiation we took, no? Dou n by dou x. Solution is only mdx plus ny dy, that's all, without x. That is, we have only 3y square, but other terms we have x, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now let us see equations reducible to exact form. Equations reducible to exact form. The first type is type 1. Suppose that for the equation mdx plus ndy equal to 0, this dou m by dou y not equal to dou n by dou x. This is not equal. So in that case, we take their difference. So what is the difference here? Because moment these two are not equal, difference is not non-zero. So the difference is m with respect to y minus n with respect to x, and we have to see that it is close to m or n. So if this difference is close to m or n, meaning is it is some multiplied with that, we are getting that m or not. So that means is close to, I'll explain what do you mean by close. It is a factor of that, in fact. So this is close to m or close to n. So that means this expression is a factor of the given m, that is called close to m, and this expression is close to n means the factor of n, something like that. Then in that case we compute 1 upon m times the difference, and here 1 upon n times the difference. So next step is, if at all the second quantity, that is 1 upon n m times minus my is a function of x alone. So in this case, e to the power of integral fx dx is an integrating factor. I'll explain with this example. It is very simple, don't worry.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, my question is that if we don't know the value of m and n, how can we tell it is closer to m or closer to n?
M and n are given in the equation, right? Mxy
Oh
stands
yes, oh
for
yes,
m,
sir.
nxy stands for m.
Yes, yes.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, sir.
If at all this expression 1 upon m times dou m by dou y minus dou n by dou x is a function of y alone. So then the integrating factor is e power minus gy dy is an integrating factor. And this how it happens, what are the different situations this can occur in two different ways, that I will see in the example. But note that is a very important here. Everybody knows e power log x I consider as x, and e power n log x is x power n. These two are very clear. Let us see example. What do you mean by this close to? That is the only meaning, because it is an integral. The expression is close to means it is a multiple of that. I'll see an example now. Solve the differential equation uh, 4xy plus 3x plus 3y squared.
Sir, can you please slide up for 1 minute? Thank you, sir.
Dx plus x into x plus 2y dy is 0. So here m is this expression and n is x times x plus y. Now if you look at this, to find out what is this m with respect to y and with respect to x, if these are not equal, then only we'll go for that integrating factor. So m with respect to y, if you look at, with respect to y means x is constant, that means 4x, y derivative 1 plus y derivative 6y minus x derivative, that is 0. Similarly, n with respect to x is x square, that is 2x, 2xy with respect to x, 2y. So therefore here dou m by dou y is not equal to dou n by dou x. Now in this case what I told is, here consider the difference, y dou y minus dou n by dou x. See the difference, because these are not equal to 0. This is difference is non-zero, means we can find out what it is. So this is equal to 2x minus 2x, that is 2x, 6y minus 2y, that is 4y. That means plus 4y. So I can put this as 2 into x plus 2. Now if you look at this m and n, this is anyway close to n, that is directly you can imagine, because 2 times x plus y, but here x times x plus y, common factor for both is x plus 2y. So therefore I can conclude that this is close to n compared to m, because m has other nonlinear terms, means y square is there, xy, therefore degree of the term is homogeneous of, or not homogeneous of course, but there are degree with 2, degree with 1 and so on. But this n is here, x, if you take x plus 2y can be a factor, you can assume that this is a factor, therefore it is close to n. In that way you can show, because it's a x times x plus 2y, 2 times x plus 2y. This x plus 2y is considered as a factor of that. So you can assume that it's close to n. The moment it is close to n, we need to calculate 1 upon n, dou m by dou y minus dou n by dou x. You see the procedure that if it is close to n, then you compute 1 upon n times the difference. 1 upon n means
Sir.
what actually?
Sir, isn't it 2 into x minus 2y?
Where?
Here.
2
The
into x
previous-
plus 2y only. Because
Okay.
dou n by dou x you subtract here. 4x plus 6y minus 2x
Okay.
minus 2y.
Yes, sir.
Minus 2x minus 2y. Yeah. So this is 2. That is the difference. By n is x into x plus 2y. This is your n. So that means this is 2 by x. It is a purely function of x. Because there is no y term in this. So in that case, what is the integrating factor? So therefore, if it is a purely function of x, then e power integral fx dx is an integrating factor. So moment this is an integrating factor, you compute what it is. E to the power of integral fx dx is, that's what the procedure says. If 1 upon n times the difference is a purely function of x, then e power integral fx dx is an integrating factor. If 1 upon m times the difference is a purely function of y, in that case e to the power of minus gy dy is an integrating factor, that you can see in that. So this you compute e to the power of integral fx is here 2 by x dx is e power 2 log x or 2 log x, that is just x square, because e power log x square, that is just x square. Now in this case, multiply the given equation, that means given m and n with x square, integrating factor. Multiply given m and n with x square. X square is the integrating factor. So integrating factor, we call it as x square. Then what is new value of m? New value of n. New value of m is, after multiplying the given m with x square, this will be 4x cube y plus 3x square y square minus x, we have x square you are multiplying, therefore x cube. And what is the new value of n? X square we have, therefore x power 4 2x cube y plus 2x cube y. You look at the values given one here, you see x square plus 2xy is there, you are multiplying with x square, therefore x power 4 plus 2xy. And remember that these two are the new values of m and n. These are new values. And with these new values, the equation becomes exact, because we are multiplying with the integrating factor. Now with the new values, if you compute m with respect to y, x is constant, 4x cube, x constant, 3x square into 2y, that means 6x square y, x constant 0, and n with respect to x, if you check it, 4x cube plus respect to x means y is constant, 6x square y, therefore exact here. With this new values of m and n, because we have multiplied such a factor so that the equation becomes exact, that we call it as an integrating factor. So moment the reduced equation is exact, the solution is integral m dx plus integral the terms in n without x is ny dy is c. Solution is same moment the equation is exact. So this is integral m is new value of m, 4x cube y plus 3x square y square minus x cube dx plus the terms in n without x. Terms in n without x means integral without x. That means there are no terms without x, because in the first term we have x power 4, in the second term 2x cube y, therefore 0 dy equal to c. So this means 4x cube into y is 4 into, with respect to x power 4 by 4, y is constant, plus 3x cube by 3 y square minus x power 4 by 4 equal to c. So this means x power 4 y plus x cube y square x power 4 by 4 is c. This is the solution. That's all.
Sir, can you continue in the next class?
Yeah. No need. This you can stop it here. Only thing is, after multiplying with the integrating factor, the equation becomes exact, then write the solution, that's all. I'll give one question, you can try. Solve the equation xy plus y square dx plus x plus 2y minus 1 dy equal to 0. Try this. If you are not getting, then I can explain you again. And what are the different types? This is one type. The other types also we have. So that we will see in the next class, next session. We take the attendance. Please be in the online. Yeah. So I'll stop here.